Oh, welcome back to the 5-on-5. That's right, 5 minutes on the first 5 miles of any given shoe. Today's shoe is the Nike Zoomfly 6, and technically it's gonna be a bit more than 5 miles. I got the LSD, and I've never been more excited about an LSD in my life in these shoes. If you need to see them, that's what they look like. Sun's coming up, it's a little dark still, but trust me when I tell you, it is the ugliest colorway of any shoe that I have seen in 2024. Guys, first mile, I'm just bouncing along. This shoe feels great. The shoe store test, Mom, we gotta get these. Get these, Mom. It feels a lot like the Alphafly 3 underfoot, but if the foam didn't collapse, it's a little bit more dense. So it's supportive, and therefore I'm getting a really good rebound. Dare I say I prefer this over the Alphafly 3. All right, first mile in 7:26. It is mostly downhill, but that is on the faster end. Peppy, zesty little number. Zoomy even. This is a good shoe. I see why people like it so much. We are doing the live stream every Wednesday, every Saturday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll put the link in the description below. Now, the most important part of every shoe for me is the ride. I watch other reviews to know what it's like to run in that shoe, what it feels like. And the underfoot experience is something that has to be described. Like, what does it feel like? The foam and the underride experience, it is not super bouncy like nitrogen infused foam, but it is like more light strike pro-y in that there is some good energy return from it, but it's more on the denser side than the bounce you along. Somewhere right in between, actually. Okay guys, mile 3 was an 8:04. The weight of the shoe is not a huge factor right now. We'll see what it's like going fast. The Superblast 2 feels more like a boat underfoot, like the Neo Vista. The Zoomfly 6 does not feel like a boat. So, mile 4 was a 7:55. I like the 4-foot toe off. It's not super soft, but compared to the Alphafly 3, there is nice bounce. I prefer the responsiveness of the carbon plate over the pods. I know it sounds weird. It's like Nike's thing is the pods, but I'm preferring this plate. Fight me. Fight me, guys. I know. I'm so contrarian. The Nike Alphafly 3 is overrated. The Zoomfly 6 has a better toe off. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. Okay, now we are going to take the Zoomfly 6 on a mile at LT1. Oh, baby. LT1, Zoom flying. That pilot's definitely wearing some Zoomflies right now. Zoomfly 6. This shoe, 624 pace, 166 beats a minute. Man, this shoe feels so good. I will say, it is heavy, but that's good. It's a good thing. I like it because I make this analogy frequently with heavy shoes. It's a baseball analogy, so, you know, unsubscribe if you hate the Yankees or whatever, but listen, Linda. In baseball, when there's a batter on deck, he puts these weights on his bat and he swings through, and they're heavy. It makes it heavy, right? And then when he gets up to bat, he takes them off. And so when the pitcher throws the ball, it's boom, Zoomfly, home run. Well, similarly, you run in a heavy trainer and it's like putting the weights on the bat. It's a little bit heavier. You got to put more strength in your stride. Then you get up to bat on race day. Zoomfly 6. Well, I mean, you're Alphafly 3 on race day, not Zoomfly 6, but you get my point. On the flip side, with the weight works really good for marathon pace when you have that full stride, because the weight of the shoe carries momentum through the stride, for me, for my stride anyway. However, it is a little bit heavier when you're trying to pick up your cadence at faster paces. So like threshold, the faster than threshold, it's harder to sustain those paces for longer durations. It's possible for like short reps. You could do like 1 minute on, 1 minute off with heavier shoes. When I say you, I mean me. I hate when people say you. It bothers me. Bro, I think you just sub U for I. Yeah, somebody's an English major. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna take it to a little bit of threshold effort and maybe like half a mile, if that, and see what it feels like at comfortably hard paces. Let's go. Okay, 5 on 12 final thoughts. I will say it reminds me of a junior New Balance SC Trainer V1. Now, I don't know the specs specifically, I'll have to look it up, but it feels like more than 40 millimeters in the heel, and it feels like an 8 to 10 millimeter drop. I would guess 8, so maybe like a 42 to a 34, and then in the forefoot you still get some ground contact, but still enough cushioning. So maybe there's a little more cushioning in the forefoot than the SC Trainer, but it has that same sort of dull bounce, that bounce back. It's not as bouncy, so it's like a muted junior SC Trainer V1. That's my first take. That's it. That's what this shoe is. Hey, this is future me after the run with a non-paid promotion for the other channel we have for live streams on Shoe Talk Wednesdays, Saturdays, 12 p.m. Go click the link in the description below and then come along. If you don't catch it live, you can listen later, but not live on your run. All we do is talk shoes and other running stuff. All right, bye.